In a cozy little cottage, nestled between rolling green hills, a family was getting ready for their favorite night. This was the night of the grand annual feast. Inside, the cottage glowed with warmth from a crackling fireplace. The walls were lined with cheerful, hand-painted pictures of sunny days and smiling flowers. Young Lily, a girl with bright blue eyes and hair like spun gold, skipped around the long wooden dining table. Her small hands carefully placed a crooked, handmade vase filled with wildflowers in the center. Her older brother Tom, who had a dusting of freckles across his nose and a thoughtful frown, was setting out the shiny silverware. He made sure every fork and spoon was perfectly straight. Their mother, with a kind face and hair tied up in a messy bun, hummed a happy tune. She carried a huge, golden brown roasted chicken to the table. Steam rose from it, carrying the delicious smell of herbs and spices all through the house. Their father, a tall man with a hearty laugh, followed her. He carried a big bowl of creamy, mashed potatoes, his eyes twinkling with joy. The table was soon filled with amazing food. There were bright green peas, sweet glazed carrots, fluffy bread rolls, and a deep dish apple pie with a perfect lattice crust. Lily looked at the feast, her tummy rumbling with excitement. "Wow," she breathed, her eyes wide with wonder. "It looks like the best feast ever." Tom nodded, his serious expression softening into a small smile. But just as Father was about to sit down, a strange thing happened. A tiny wisp of wind sneaked through a crack in the window. It wasn't a normal wind. This wind shimmered with all the colors of the rainbow. It danced into the room, twirling like a tiny ballerina. The family watched, puzzled. The magical wind zipped around the table. It gently lifted the roasted chicken, which floated in the air as if it were a balloon. "What is happening?" cried Lily, pointing a trembling finger. The wind then scooped up the bowl of mashed potatoes. It swirled around the green peas and carrots, lifting them too. One by one, every single dish from their grand annual feast was lifted into the air. The bread rolls bobbed near the ceiling. The apple pie spun slowly near the fireplace. The family could only stare, their mouths open in shock. Then, with a little giggle that sounded like tinkling bells, the wind zoomed towards the front door. The door swung open all by itself. The entire feast, led by the floating chicken, flew out into the night. "Our dinner," shouted Tom, snapping out of his surprise. "It's flying away." The family rushed to the door and watched their beautiful meal disappear over the moonlit hills. Their perfect feast was gone. The cottage felt empty and quiet. The long wooden table was bare. Lily's shoulders slumped. A tear rolled down her cheek. "Our feast is gone," she whispered sadly. Father knelt and gave her a warm hug. "Don't you worry, Lily," he said, his voice full of courage. "If our feast flew away, then we will go and find it." Mother smiled, her eyes shining with determination. "He's right. We'll turn this into an adventure." So, the family put on their coats and boots. They stepped out into the cool night, under a sky full of twinkling stars. They followed the faint, shimmering trail left behind by the magical wind. Their hunt for the missing feast had begun. They walked through a forest where the trees had silvery leaves. They crossed a sparkling stream on smooth stepping stones. They didn't find any of their food, but they did find other things. They found a family of squirrels sharing an acorn. They saw night flowers opening their petals to the moon. As they walked, they talked, and they laughed. Lily told a funny story that made everyone giggle. Tom pointed out constellations in the starry sky. Mother and father held hands, remembering their own childhood adventures. They were so busy enjoying each other's company, they almost forgot they were hungry. They were having fun together. Finally, they reached the top of the highest hill, and there, sitting in a circle on a blanket of soft moss, was their feast. The chicken, potatoes, and pie were all laid out perfectly. The magical wind was there too, humming softly, but the family didn't run to the food. Instead, they looked at each other. They were all smiling. Father turned to his family. "You know," he said softly, "I was so excited for the food, but this adventure with all of you has been the best part of the night." Mother nodded. "Being together, that's the real feast." Lily and Tom agreed. They realized the food wasn't what made the night special. It was being together. The magical wind seemed to understand. It gently pushed a bread roll towards Lily. The family sat down and shared their meal under the stars. It was the most delicious feast they had ever had, because they were sharing it with the people they loved most. And they never took a moment together for granted again. Thanks for coming along with us for this Thanksgiving adventure. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Good night, little one.